Alright guys, so today's video is going to be a little different because with all the videos out there now in regards to the new, especially DJI Pocket, I was wondering if we could, or how good something like an action cam and a gimbal would be, and would it be possibly a better idea? That's coming right up. So as much as I would love to have one of the new Osmo Pockets, I also would not like to spend $400 or $500 or whatever it is because, well, let's be honest, I don't necessarily need one right now, and I have a lot of other cameras that may be more useful in regards to that. And I can probably get the same kind of shot that I would get from, let's say, an Osmo Pocket. What I decided to do today was actually take my Akaso V50 Pro, and what we're going to do is mount it on the Snoppa Atom gimbal. That's this gimbal right here. And the bonus of this gimbal is that it is designed to be able to work with an action cam. So for instance, if I take this, and just so you guys know, if you have one of these Atoms, on the bottom you'll see the USB port, and that's the bottom, so you want to make sure it's the bottom of your action camera. So kind of get those together. Screen out, of course. So we'll just kind of put that in like that, kind of centered. And then when basically this turns on, I'll just turn it on here for you guys. She'll kind of go into this, if you're holding an actual smartphone, this would be the right orientation. But I need it to spin, so basically all I'm going to do on this one is hit the mode button, and you'll actually see it rotates it that way. So I get this nice camera that can float around and see me and watch me and do all that other stuff. And if I need to shoot that way, all I do is, you know, I just spin the gimbal around. Once that gets there, I can adjust the speed of that motor. Now it's here, which means I got a nice floating gimbal, right? Which allows me to get this perfect to what I need it to be, which should be awesome. So let's go outside and try this, shall we? Because I think it may be good. Alright guys, so we're taking this outside. So we got the Akaso V50, there's arm's length, on the Snoppa Atom gimbal. So hopefully we can see this being a bit steadier than the gimbal is just natively. So we'll do it. Whoa. Yeah, icy. Quick little walk up and down the street so you guys can get an idea what this looks like, and I'll try not to bail. How's that? Now again, the only issue this would have is that because of the way it's mounted, you really can't see the screen, so you have to just hope that you're kind of getting a shot. But I think because of the way the lens is mounted, we should have no real issue. We should have no real issue getting that. And we'll walk up to the edge of the street here. Oh, it's bright out. It's starting to get a little warmer, which is good, but still chilly enough. Alright, so we've got this, and what I'm going to do now is spin the camera around. Again, we're on the Snoppa Atom, running the Akaso V50 Pro, and this is running in 4K 30 at or with the image stabilization turned on and attached to this gimbal. So let's spin this around now. Alright, right about there, and let's walk back, shall we? So this could be, in my opinion, a real good alternative. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay, because it's a little windy out. But it's a really good alternative for those of us that are possibly thinking of the DJI Osmo Pocket. Because, you know, if you get a Pocket, that's really what you have. It's just that. It's like a little portable camera, which is cool. But if you get a scenario something more like this, you have an action camera, which allows you to do action sports, or do vlogging, or take pictures, or go underwater, or take it snowboarding, or attach it to stuff. And if you get a dedicated gimbal like this, you can attach it to your GoPro or action camera, and also have the ability now to attach it to your smartphone, which is kind of useful as well. So you get kind of the best of both worlds. Whereas again, with an Osmo Pocket, you're kind of just limited to whatever it can kind of do out of the box. So no waterproofing, kind of always has to be held. Not a lot of mount adapters out there for it, at least not yet. So kind of see what that's like. Alright guys, so we're back in. Stay till the end of this video because I want you to see something at the end. I tried to be so careful on the ice and it really didn't happen, so a little cutaway at the end for you guys. I'm okay, just so you know. I did bail pretty hard. But, for one, that shows how good this thing is built because I think both of them hit the stairs pretty hard when I went down. So hard that this popped right out and flew away. But, that's beside the point. So footage-wise, what did you guys think? This was the Akaso V50 Pro shooting in 4K 30 with its EIS turned on, running on the Snoppa Gimbal, so the Atom. Right, here it is again. Look at that, moving around, doing that stuff. As I was saying in the video, I think this could be a really good alternative because for a lot of us, I don't necessarily have the money or want to be carrying around a whole bunch of different cameras for specific scenarios. So for instance, I'm going traveling. Would I like to bring an Osmo Pocket? Sure. But that means I probably have to bring other cameras too because I really can't go swimming with the Osmo. There's not near as many adapters to have it mounted, so if I want to take it ziplining or just take it around town, it's honestly not going to be the perfect camera for that. Great for if you want to do vlogging and stuff, sure, nice little camera for that. But for me, I'd rather have something like this camera, which really comes in at about $120 Canadian, I believe. I can use it for all those, plus if I have something like a gimbal, then I can attach it to the gimbal. Now the bonus of having a gimbal like this, and you want to make sure depending on the gimbal you get, I do recommend this Atom, is that it has the ability to hold on to an action camera, because not all of them can, but I can now put an action cam on this, or of course my smartphone. So I have tools now that can be used within multiple scenarios. So like I said, swimming or not, snowboarding, biking, whatever it is, vlogging, or different cameras themselves, so different action cameras. So I could have action camera today and a gimbal, and the bonus is 2 years from now when we start seeing action cameras coming out with 5K or 6K or 8K or whatever K they come out with, guess what? I don't have to rebuy. I don't have to rebuy a whole new camera setup. I can just buy a new camera and still mount it to this gimbal, as long as the camera doesn't get much smaller, but I honestly don't think that they will. And if they do, really, just kind of create your own little adapter for it. Alright guys, that's it. That's just my thoughts. I thought it was something that I wanted to point out to you guys. Kind of cool. The other kind of cool thing, just a little showcase with this gimbal, if you ever decide, for some of those cool little effects, if you actually have this, and it's something they just released in a firmware update, if you click this 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can actually do a rotate this way. So you can get some of those really cool shots as you're going, and then have it come back. And if it's all the way this way, for instance, you can actually just double click now and it'll recenter itself. So super cool. Look at that, right? Back to rocking and rolling. Yeah, that's alright. Alright my friends, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm going to put links down there if you're interested to this Akaso camera and to this gimbal. And that's all. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one and see you in the next video. Oh yeah, stay tuned. Just hold on. But the key now is turn this back around. I need to speed that motor up. You know, did it look all right?